A far-right Texas pastor is urging parents to have the talk with their kids. And to know, I do not mean that one.
If you're a Christian white parent who loves the Lord and loves your children, that you need to have the talk. The talk that we're referencing is the talk that takes your children according to their maturity at the proper time, the appropriate time, and says there are certain parts of town that you cannot go, and there are certain people that you cannot be around.
Yep.
Right? If there's someone who is black in our church, and they've been in our church, and we know them, and they love the Lord Jesus Christ, great. We're not talking about that person,
Right.
but we're talking about when you go into a crowd of people. If you go into a crowd of strangers, and they're white strangers, there's some danger. If they're black strangers, there is 30 times more danger. Them's the facts. And it is actually a failure of your parental duty. White parents, please hear me. If you teach your children growing up, if you lie to them and say all people and all races of people in our country are the same, they are not. You are actually depriving your child of factual, truthful information that could save their life.
No, them's not the facts. Okay. Where is this person getting the figure that you are 30 times more likely to be victimized by a black person? I mean, I'm going to give you one guess before. Well, okay. He pulled it out of his ass. Okay. That's where you get that. That's where you get that. Okay. Here's the thing. According to FBI crime data from 2019, okay, there were 566 black on white murders compared to 246 white on black murders. Now, some people will take that and love to point out, oh my God, did you see that? Look at all the black on white violence. It's an epidemic. It's a race war. Look at how they're targeting white people. In reality, no. See, if you're going to do a crime, you're probably going to do it to the people who are in your location geographically, okay? And white people in America, we're everywhere, okay? So, I mean, according to the census, there were 204.3 million white Americans in 2020 and only 41.1 million black Americans. So we outnumber black people, okay? Meaning that black people are going to be more likely to be around white people. There are more of us, simply. And as such, yes, we are more likely to be the victims of crime, okay, because there are more of us. It's just the economy of scale, all right? Now, so here's the thing about that, though, right? White people, we tend to be most often victimized by other white people. Yes, again, intraracial, right? Between 1980 and 2008, the Department of Justice found that about 84% of white homicide victims were killed by white offenders. More recent FBI data shows similar trends, with 81% of white victims killed by white people in 2018. So, and look, a similar amount of black people were killed by other black people. And so, yet, we never seem to hear about white on white violence the same way that we hear about so-called black on black violence. Okay. And there is a reason for that. Black on black violence, just a racist trope. Okay. Again, happens the same rate as white on white violence, but you again never hear about that. I wonder why that is. But anyway, most crime we know is intraracial. And most crime tends to happen in low-income areas. This is all socioeconomic. Disadvantaged communities oftentimes experience higher rates of crime and violence due to factors like income inequality, low education, and a lack of access to resources like jobs and investment. There is no racial factor to this. And look, the same factors I just mentioned also drive crime in white areas as well. It's white, black, and other communities. Any place that there is low income, you are going to have higher rates of crime. So this is not because of, there's something wrong with the blacks, you know what I'm saying? That's why they're more criminal. No, they're not more criminal, okay? The idea that, we need to have a talk about these violent black people is just nothing more than racism, period. Look, in reality, speaking of crime, we're actually more likely to be robbed by the people that we work for, okay, than accosted by mobs of violent blacks that we don't know, crowds of black people. What? No, the biggest crime in this country? Wage theft. Wage theft costs us billions of dollars. Okay, wage theft. That's it. Now, why doesn't anybody want to talk about wage theft? Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody. Maybe it's because, I don't know, rich people, powerful people, they're the ones that happen to engage in wage theft. Okay, more likely. And what do? I think they get their little racist lackeys, like this guy, who's basically discount Matt Walsh, okay? This guy is Matt Walsh from Temu, all right? To go and to spread hate and division. And why? It's so that the working class of all races, because that's what, anybody who works for a living, black, white, Asian, it don't matter. If you work for a living, you get a paycheck, you are a member of the working class, okay? It's to get it so that the working class does not get ourselves together and organize to fight against a real problem. Rich people, the billionaires, the bosses, the people that are doing the wage theft. That's what's going on here. And so there you go. Rich people, the 1%, the ones who control corporate media, corporate America, those are the real problems. And yet they continuously try to put out racist garbage to try to distract us and to get us to fight with each other. That's the reality. And that is all that this person, look, this guy, discount Matt Walsh, all right, that's what he's out there to do, to make a name for himself, okay, to by spreading this ridiculous racist division to get black and white people to fight each other so that his owner donors, his paymasters, can continue to profit. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.